जय श्री राधे। सब वैष्णव को जय श्री कृष्ण। आज श्री वल्लभाधीश की जय। जय जय श्री राधे. Today is day 57, and we are reading Varta 37, the story of Ali Khan Patan and his daughter Pirjadi, who lived in Mahavan. Ali Khan was born into a family of Bachil Gaurava Kshatriya in a place named Bachgam. Afterwards, his father moved to Delhi and became a soldier. His contact with Patan there made him become a Patan, an Afghani Muslim, and he renamed his son Ali Khan. He then brought all his family to live in Delhi. When Ali Khan was about 25, his father died. The local ruler gave employment to Ali Khan as a tax collector, and he would travel to where he was sent. Ali Khan got married and had a daughter named Pirjadi, and he was very fond of her. Ali Khan's house was in a Hindu neighbourhood in which many Vaishnavas lived. When Pirjadi got to the age of about 5, she was always playing with the Vaishnava children. They would base their games on Sri Thakurji. They would bathe him, dress him, and offer him their food. Then they would share the prasad between themselves. Pirjadi also partook of that prasad. She became very fond of playing in such a way. Some time later, the Padshah sent Ali Khan to the district of Taviza. Part 1. Ali Khan was thus in charge of the district of Taviza, near to Mahavan, where he settled. He was put in charge of the local forestry. Once he went round and about in Vraj to have a look around. He was so happy to see Vraj and recognised the area's divinity. He was thus very attached to Vraj. He came back home and issued a writ saying, "O brothers, if anyone fells a tree in Vraj or even breaks off a leaf from a tree, I shall have their fingers cut off." In this way, Ali Khan became a great protector of Vraj. He was always touring round Vraj, and so no one was able to break the trees. One day, Ali Khan was sitting in his porch. An oil seller came to sell his oil. He saw that the man had wrapped his vase of oil up in fresh leaves. The oil seller also had a bull with him, and he was holding a wooden stick with which to drive the bull on. Ali Khan told his men to go and bring that man to him. He was brought to stand before Ali Khan, who came out of his office and said, "From which tree did you break these leaves? And stick, show me the tree." The oil seller went with Ali Khan and showed him the tree. Ali Khan told him to pour all his oil onto the roots of the tree. The oil seller pleaded with him, "Oh, sir, I did not know. Please forgive my mistake." Ali Khan pronounced, "Today I will just seize your oil, but in the future, if I ever see you touch any tree, then I will have your hands and feet broken. You were ignorant up to today, but afterwards this will be your punishment." The oil seller poured all his oil onto the roots of the tree and went home. Ali Khan also went home. From that day on, everyone feared Ali Khan, and this is how he protected Vraja and her trees. One day, Ali Khan was taking rest after eating his meal. When he got up, he saw a leaf cup maker breaking leaves from dark trees. Ali Khan went up to him and asked him why he was breaking off so many leaves and what he was going to do with them. He asked him who he worked for. The man told him that he was breaking the leaves in order to make leaves, cups and plates for Sri Gosaiji, who lived in Gokul, and that he worked for Sri Gosaiji in that capacity. Ali Khan told him, "You have taken the name of Gokul, which is important in Vraj. Therefore, from today I have a request for you. You may break off some leaves, but you must ask the tree's permission first, and then also only break up to 10 leaves from any single tree. You should never break them off just one tree. You must fulfill these stipulations." The leaf cup maker agreed and did just that. He requested Ali Khan to tell his men that he should not be arrested. Ali Khan instructed his men, "There is a man who makes leaf cups for Sri Gosaiji, and he has permission to break some leaves. No one else should be allowed to break any leaves." This is how Ali Khan protected the trees of Vraj. Bhav Prakash. The purpose of this story is to show that the trees of Vraj are all otherworldly. In the Padma Puran, the form of Vraj is described. The Lord Sri Krishna, who plays the fruit, sits in every tree in Vraj, and in every leaf he appears in his four-armed form. Sri Vrindavan's qualities are not worldly and are indescribable. Every tree in Vraj is actually the flute-playing Sri Krishna, Sri Govardhandari, and the leaves on the trees are Sri Krishna in his four-armed form. The trees are then accomplished devotees and very dear to Krishna. A Vaishnav should never take any leaf or wood from any tree in Vraj. Breaking them is an offence. If one has to break them for the Lord's service, then that is a different matter. If one has to take more than just a very few, then they should never be taken from one sole tree. One should politely ask the trees permission and then take just a few. Ali Khan had one daughter who was very pretty, and Ali Khan was very fond of her. When she grew up, a little, she asked her father, "Oh, Babaji, please make me a separate little temple for me to play in." Ali Khan employed some builders, and after settling on an auspicious day, they got them to start building. Whilst they were digging the foundations, they found a very beautiful deity of Sri Krishna. The builders gave him to Ali Khan, and he gave him to his daughter for her play. She began to play with that deity. Just as she would look after herself, she would lovingly care for her Sri Thakurji. She would bathe him in fresh water and dress him up with clothes and jewellery, thus looking after him very nicely. She became very attached to him. Soon she became totally absorbed into him, and was so attached to him that she could not bear to be away from him for even a single second. When Sri Thakurji saw how much she was attached to him and longed for him, then he gave her the experience of his personal presence. He appeared to her one night when she was sleeping. She remained awake for the whole of the night, absorbed in thoughts of him. She began to search for her deity on her bed. The deity had granted her his holy sight and then disappeared. She remained lost in his meditation. Morning came. She would not get out of bed. She resolved not to get up until he again gave her his holy sight, and that if he did not, she would simply give up her life. This was her firm vow. Sri Thakurji could not tolerate her pain, and he, the moon of Vraj, appeared to her in that very place. He said, "Get up, bathe and cook for me. It is late and I'm feeling hungry. Get up now." She did so, bathing and cooking, and afterwards she partook of prasad. That night, Sri Thakurji granted her the vision of his great circle dance. From that day on, he began to let her experience his personal presence. He would ask of her whatever he wanted. In this way, he was always playing together with her. He never stayed away from her even for a single second. Time passed. Then one day, Ali Khan saw his daughter and realized that her looks had changed. He wondered what had happened to her and was surprised. Ali Khan went to his wife and told her that their daughter had changed in appearance. The wife presumed that she had met a man and told Ali Khan this. Ali Khan placed guards all around the house. The guards would patrol the house at night time. In the middle of the night, they heard music, drums, and the sound of ankle bells and waist bells coming from inside. They could not figure out what was going on, and in the morning they told Ali Khan all about it. Ali Khan resolved to see about it that night. When the music began, the guards called to Ali Khan, who went to his daughter's apartment and peered in through the gap between the doors. He could hear the music and other sounds, but he could not see anything. The morning was approaching and the sound stopped. Ali Khan went home. That evening, Ali Khan sent all the guards home and went alone to his daughter's door, carrying a knife, and sat there. 3 hours after sunset, the sounds of music and dancing began. Ali Khan thought to himself, "I can't see any man in there. Anyway, no man would be able to make that much sound. This must be the Lord's doing, and he can only be seen through his own grace." After this, Sri Thakurji, Kanhaiya Lalji, the moon of Vraj, came there and began to dance. Many groups of gopis were singing. His own daughter was standing there amongst them. Ali Khan was most gratified to see this and felt blissful. At that moment he fainted and was lying in front of the doors. It took an hour for him to regain consciousness. When he woke up, he put his ears to the door, but heard nothing. So he peered through the gap in the doors, and this time he saw Sri Thakurji and his daughter sitting together on one seat. We will conclude the reading at this point here today, and tomorrow we will recommence in the Varta of Ali Khan and Pirjadi, Varta 37, and day tomorrow will be 58. So aaj ke anand ki jai ho, jai jai Shri Krishna, sab Vaishnav ko jai Shri Krishna. Radhe Radhe ji, jai Shri Radhe.